The first thing that strikes you about Yangon is the overwhelming sensory experience. The city breathes and pulses with life. Fragrant incense, tangy pickled tea leaves, and the earthy scent of monsoon rain all mingle in the air. Streets are a chaotic ballet of buses, taxis, and motorbikes, weaving through a city that feels both ancient and modern. The golden spire of Shwedagon Pagoda rises above it all, a serene guardian over the city's relentless energy. Colonial-era buildings, draped in moss and tangled wires, stand beside new concrete blocks telling stories of past and present. The sounds, trishaw bells, street vendors, chanting monks, form a symphony that is Yangon's true heartbeat. Yet beneath the vibrancy, there's a quiet tension, a watchfulness in people's eyes, as beauty and struggle coexist. To understand Yangon, you must look beyond the spectacle and listen to the quieter stories of resilience unfolding on its streets. In Yangon, the pavement is more than just a path. It's where the city's heartbeat can be felt, where daily life unfolds in all its vibrant, unpredictable glory. Here, the sidewalk is a stage for stories both ordinary and extraordinary. Before sunrise, vendors quietly claim their spots, setting up makeshift stalls and arranging vibrant produce in neat, colorful piles. The sizzle of frying samosas and the aroma of fresh snacks drift through the cool morning air, promising the start of another bustling day. The market is the city's stomach, alive with the sounds of bargaining, laughter, and the constant rhythm of daily survival. Every transaction is a dance, every smile a small victory in the ongoing hustle. Neighbors gossip over mangoes, sharing news and stories as they pick the ripest fruit. Friendships are forged in these moments, and the pulse of community beats strong in every exchange and every shared laugh. Buses, old and crowded, and the circular train, slow and rattling, carry a cross-section of Yangon's life. Each journey is a moving snapshot of the city's diversity, with strangers pressed together, sharing space and stories. Vendors hop on and off, weaving through the crowds to sell everything from quail eggs to betel nut. Their agility and determination reflect the city's constant motion and its people's adaptability. At lunchtime, mohinga carts appear like clockwork, drawing hungry crowds. People gather on plastic stools, savoring steaming bowls of fish noodle soup, a comforting ritual that brings warmth and familiarity to the midday rush. These street-side meals are more than just food. They're daily rituals of connection, comfort, and belonging. Friends and families come together, sharing laughter and stories over simple, delicious fare. In these routines, the true character of Yangon emerges, resourceful, communal, and unbreakably spirited. The city's people find creative ways to support each other, turning challenges into opportunities. The city's soul is found in these everyday acts of survival and togetherness, where resilience and kindness shape the rhythm of life on the pavement. Beneath Yangon's vibrant surface, a shadow has fallen, casting uncertainty over daily life and transforming the city's familiar rhythms into something unrecognizable. Since the conscription law of 2024, fear and anxiety have seeped into every corner of the city, touching every family and every street. Young men, once sons and workers, now live as targets, forced into hiding or desperate escape. Their lives are dictated by rumors and the constant threat of being taken away. Families scramble to protect their sons, paying bribes, selling assets, or queuing at embassies for a chance at safety. Every day brings new decisions, new risks, and the hope that loved ones will remain safe for just one more night. For most, invisibility is the only option, as stories circulate of young men snatched from tea shops or their own beds. The city's gathering places, once filled with laughter and conversation, now echo with absence and fear. Many have left jobs and families, shrinking their lives to a few safe rooms while women and elders shoulder the burden. The weight of survival falls unevenly, reshaping households and communities. Trust is fragile. A knock at the door could mean disaster, and military trucks spark waves of fear. Even neighbors are wary, unsure who might be watching or listening. The city's workforce is hollowed out, and hope for the future is replaced by the urgent need to survive each day. Businesses struggle to stay open, and the streets feel emptier with each passing week. This climate of fear erodes community, leaving people emotionally and mentally exhausted. The bonds that once held neighborhoods together are fraying under the strain. Plans for education or careers are set aside for the simple hope of survival. Dreams are put on hold, replaced by the daily struggle to remain unseen and untouched by the law. In Yangon, the struggle is no longer for prosperity, but for safety and endurance. Each day is a test of resilience, as the city's people cling to hope in the face of relentless uncertainty. To truly grasp Yangon's reality, you must listen closely to the stories whispered in its neighborhoods, tales that echo through narrow alleys and linger in the humid evening air. These are not just stories but lifelines, passed quietly from one household to the next. Ma Theda, once helped by her son at her snack stall, now works alone, her son in hiding, her earnings split between daily needs and a secret bribe fund. Each day she faces uncertainty, her hands steady even as her heart aches for her missing child. She counts every kyat, hoping it will be enough to keep her family safe for one more day. Koza, a trishaw driver, shares the pain of his neighbor, a young artist taken at a checkpoint, vanished without warning. His family is left with only rumors and grief, clinging to fading hope. Every knock at the door brings both dread and longing for news. Families across Yangon are forced to make impossible choices, selling beloved tea shops, parting with cherished memories, all to send sons and daughters abroad. They sacrifice everything familiar for a slim chance at safety, their hearts heavy with both fear and hope. These are not rare tales, but a citywide narrative of quiet desperation and profound sacrifice. Every street, every home holds its own chapter in this ongoing struggle. Dreams are deferred, families torn apart, and futures stolen, yet love and resilience persist. Children peer out windows, waiting for parents who may never return, while empty chairs at dinner tables speak volumes. Parents risk all for their children, neighbors offer safe rooms, and communities support each other in the darkest times. Bonds of trust are forged in secrecy, and every act of kindness becomes a form of resistance. In markets and homes, these stories are shared in hushed tones, binding people together. The simple act of sharing news or a meal becomes a lifeline, a way to keep hope alive. Even in hardship, there's an undercurrent of hope and solidarity. Smiles break through the worry, and small gestures of support ripple through the community. The city's spirit endures through acts of sacrifice and compassion. Every shared meal, every comforting embrace, is a testament to the strength of Yangon's people. Yangon's true strength lies in its people's unwavering resolve to protect one another, to endure, and to hope for a brighter tomorrow, no matter how distant it may seem. Yangon lives in several centuries at once, where sacred and secular, ancient and modern coexist in vibrant harmony. The Shwedagon Pagoda glows at dawn, a spiritual anchor above the city's chaos. Monks walk its marble platforms, serene amid the city's frantic energy. Colonial buildings, now homes for many, stand beside modern glass towers, testaments to a layered history. The city's transport mirrors this duality. SUVs and trishaws share the road, while the old circular railway still rattles on. The Irrawaddy River, ancient and vital, carries both wooden boats and cargo ships, connecting past and present. People blend tradition and modernity with grace, scrolling smartphones at street stalls, working in sleek offices, then returning to neighborhoods with unreliable power. Yangon's enduring character is its ability to hold both past and present, sacred and mundane, in a single breath. Despite adversity, Yangon's spirit remains unbroken. Resilience is found in small acts, vendors slipping extra fruit to neighbors, trishaw drivers giving free rides to the elderly. Community is a shield against fear, with people sharing warnings and looking out for each other's children. News of military trucks spreads quickly, giving young men precious moments to hide. Tea shops remain vital gathering places, where sharing a pot of tea becomes an act of defiance and connection. Laughter cuts through tension, reminding all of the city's capacity for joy. Decades of hardship have taught people to adapt and rely on one another. The real story of Yangon is one of courage and hope, not just conflict and fear. People refuse to be defined by their circumstances, finding light in the shadows. Their quiet strength is the city's greatest resource. Faith is woven into daily life in Yangon, offering comfort and strength amid uncertainty. The Shwedagon Pagoda is more than a landmark. It's a spiritual refuge for people seeking peace. Buddhist teachings on impermanence and compassion help people endure suffering with patience and hope. Rituals of prayer and offerings are acts of self-preservation, calming minds and fortifying spirits. Yangon's diverse cultural heritage, festivals, foods, and traditions connects people to their roots and each other. Even in hardship, families celebrate, asserting their identity and resilience. Education remains a cherished hope, with people finding ways to learn and share knowledge despite disruptions. Faith, tradition, and a thirst for knowledge are the pillars that help people stand tall. These foundations allow Yangon's people to endure, adapt, and hope for a better future. Beyond politics, daily life in Yangon is shaped by constant infrastructure challenges. Power outages are routine, forcing families to adapt and businesses to struggle. The public transport system is overcrowded and unreliable, turning simple journeys into exhausting ordeals. Flooded streets during monsoon season isolate neighborhoods, complicating access to essentials. Healthcare is underfunded and often out of reach, pushing many to rely on traditional remedies. The political crisis has further strained hospitals, with many medical professionals fleeing or joining protests. These daily struggles add to the emotional toll, compounding the stress of uncertainty. Yet resilience shines through. Neighbors share generators, clear drains, and help each other find medicine. People don't wait for outside help. They create solutions together, driven by necessity and solidarity. Ingenuity and determination are the city's answer to every new challenge. To witness Yangon is to witness human endurance in its purest form. Life continues in the sizzle of street food, shared laughter, quiet prayers, and fierce parental love. The people are not just victims, they are agents of their own survival, showing strength and grace. Their resilience is a lesson. Even amid fear, the human spirit finds ways to create community and hope. Strength is found in quiet determination, in daily acts of kindness and perseverance. Let us remember Yangon not with pity, but with deep respect for its people's spirit. Their story is a call for empathy, solidarity, and hope for a future where their city can truly flourish.